What you go up to, Austin?
What's going on, everybody? Today I'm gonna make some cookies. So what I got here is white sugar and brown sugar mixed. I got about 75 grams and 45 grams. And then I have 1 stick of browned butter that first I melted it in the skillet, then browned it, then added a little bit of water and let it cool down. So now it's like nice and emulsified. And then here I have 2 bars of chocolate. I got dark chocolate and milk chocolate. And then here I have 1 cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, and about 2-ish teaspoons of milk powder. Milk powder is a fabulous emulsifier. And then here I had some egg yolks kind of sitting around in the fridge, and so instead of throwing them out, I'm going to use them in my cookies. So this is about 1 egg yolk and a half. Oh, and I almost forgot one thing, but a Cafe Bustelo. Coffee is an enhancer to chocolate, so it'll make your chocolate like more chocolatey just by giving it more of those background notes to your chocolate. So definitely optional if you're caffeine sensitive like I am. All right, so I'm gonna do everything in the stand mixer, and what we're gonna do is we're going to make our dough nice and emulsified. I'm happy that this brown butter is already emulsified. When I start mixing the ingredients together, it'll keep my emulsion. We got the whisk attachment onto the stand mixer. Bowl is nice and clean. We're gonna go ahead and add our browned butter. All right, now that that's in, we're now also gonna add our sugars. Oh, and I also forgot another thing. So vanilla extract, you can add maybe about a teaspoon of that. Nice big old glug. Just take about a minute or so on about high speed. All right, that's about how far as I want it to go. I don't want it to get super light and creamy. I just want it to be slightly whipped. I actually forgot the coffee, but coffee going a little bit like this. Maybe about a quarter teaspoon, half a teaspoon, not a whole lot. All right, now that we have our mix slightly whipped, we're gonna add our egg yolks right in there. Gonna go ahead and incorporate that. I'm gonna do it just until combined. Again, I don't want to whip too much air into this. I mean, I already whipped enough air into it. I don't want to keep adding more air. So nice and creamy, pretty soft. All right, so at this point we're going to go ahead and add in our flour. I'm gonna do it in addition, or in stages, I should say. Just gonna add it in. If you go back and look, maybe I'll put another part of the video up, but that emulsion is very stable. This doesn't look greasy. It's very stable and luscious. That's good. That implies that hopefully when I bake these off in a couple days, that or maybe tomorrow, that they won't spread too much. All right, for the last one, we're gonna add our chocolate to it, to the flour. I'm just gonna stir it up a little bit. I'm gonna add all that in. And we're gonna go just until it combines. So as you can see, not perfectly combined. There's still like some dry flour bits. That's perfectly okay. What we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to move this to another container. Let's see if it'll fit in here. Oh, will it fit? Yes, it's in the, oh, no, it won't. So close. Actually, now to look at this, this wasn't close at all. This is my cookie dough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this in the fridge to just chill out in there for up to maybe even like 3 or 4 days. Now, obviously, you don't have to do any of that. You can just, from this point on, you can just go ahead and scoop it and bake it off at 325 or 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes. But it's pretty late at night. I have to go to work in the morning, so I'm just gonna put it in the refrigerator to age, and then I'll continue on like on another day when I get a chance to actually bake these off. All right, so here's my cookie dough. It's nice and rested. As you can see, it's gotten a little bit darker. So I'm just going to take my cookie scoop and then portion out my cookies. I'm going to take my time and actually kind of pack it in. That one's going to be small, real small. And the optional step, I always tend to add salt over the top. It's optional. Matter of fact, I've only used this salt ever for salting cookies. It's like this really expensive Fleur de Sel imported salt, the French salt. I literally only use it to make to salt cookies. Anyway, I'm going to bake these off. I have a cookie setting on my beloved oven. Let's give them a little bit more space. Convection, and maybe about 10 minutes, 10-11 minutes. I didn't realize, but the oven wasn't on, so I put them in a little early, but took these puppies out. Look pretty good, pretty good. This is like right now, this is like the perfect looking cookie to me, like absolutely perfect. Alright, so while the cookies are cooling, they're about already there, I like to portion out the rest of my dough and actually freeze the cookie dough. I'm literally going to place them in the freezer uncovered until they're frozen solid. You know, a lot of big deals been made about aging cookie dough. The thought process is that you're driving off water and concentrating your fats, and thus concentrating your flavors, because once again, fat is flavor.
Fat is flavor. Fat is our friend, and we love fat. There you go.
Concentrating your fats allows for an increased browning. I think that for most people, you might not even notice the difference between a cookie that's been aged a day or aged 3 days, a week, whatever. In my opinion, I think it's better just to cool the cookie dough mix down, so it's really easy to scoop. You're not struggling trying to scoop your cookies out. In my opinion, it's not really worth it. You're not gonna get like this huge dramatic, like, oh my god, flavor change. In my opinion, there might be some difference, but it'll be subtle. It'll be in the nuance. Anyway, once they're frozen solid, I transfer them to a plastic bag. And then that way I have cookies on demand. Like, they stay in the freezer for, I would say, at least 3 months. But I haven't done a study on it or anything. Anyway, let's check up on our now cooled cookies. And here they are. Here are the cooled cookies. Absolutely perfect in my opinion.
You win. Perfect.
Just perfect, man. Slightly, craggly, have some thickness to them. They're hard, like this is not like falling apart in my hand. If you can see or not, I'm not too sure, but you see it's speckled with salt. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe. We out, baby.